Welcome to this holy instant now. An instant to stop and remember. Remember who and what you truly are, beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and limitation. All that seems to limit you in this world is only an illusion that demands your continued belief and attention in order to have any power over you. Now is your opportunity to let go of whatever stands in the way of your complete awareness of your true and original self. Sit back with your spine upright. Get comfortable and take a deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, release both past and future. Release both memory and imagination, and become fully present in the now. And let's begin. The contemplation with which we begin today's practice is this. What is the ego? The ego is your dream character self and its world, an illusory and fear-based self-identity that arises from the belief in separation from God. It is a self-concept rooted in judgment, guilt, and the pursuit of illusory desires in order to complete itself. The ego is the root and foundation of conflict, suffering, and the illusory self-concept that keeps us from experiencing the love and unity that is our essential nature. The ego is the sign of limited and separated consciousness, born in a body, doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the will that sees the will of God as enemy and takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the so-called proof that true strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death, and what opposes God alone is true. The ego is insane. In fear, it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, and in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God Himself, and in its terrible autonomy, it thinks it sees the will of God has been destroyed. It dreams of the subsequent punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams, its so-called enemies, who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by destroying them. The child of God is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God when he abides in the infinite Creator? What can he know of sorrow and of suffering when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and of punishment, of sin and guilt, of hatred and attack, when all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed? To know reality is to not partake in the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. By recognizing the ego's illusory nature, forgiving its judgments, and returning to the awareness of our true nature as extensions of God's love and oneness, we lose our interest in the ego and rediscover our true self. And now, take a slow, full, and deep breath in. And as you let it go, open your mind to the contemplation. What is the ego? Allow your mind to relate the ideas you learned to your daily decisions, your goals, your interactions, and the way that you perceive yourself and the world. Take the next minute or so to contemplate this now. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in. And as you exhale slowly, let your mind and body relax. And open your awareness to the idea with which we practice today. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. Infinite Creator, how foolish it is to believe that a child of God could cause himself to suffer. Could he make a plan for his damnation and be left without a certain way for his release? My Creator, your love for me is unwavering. You could never leave me desolate to die within a world of pain and cruelty. How could I think that love has left itself? There is no will except the will of love. Fear is a dream and has no will that can conflict with yours. Conflict is sleep, and peace, awakening. Death is illusion, life, eternal truth. There is no opposition to your will. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. Forgiveness shows us that God's will is one and that we share it. Let us look upon the holy sights forgiveness shows us today, that we may find the peace of God. In truth, conflict remains forever an illusion. It sprouts from the idea that there are multiple powers, that there is good and evil, that there is right and wrong, that there is God and the opposite of God. In this world of duality, there appears to be conflict. Yet this conflict has no more reality than does duality itself. In oneness, governed by one infinite being, the one universal will expressed as all of creation, no conflict is possible. That is why to the ones who are aware of the truth, this transcendent peace that has been called the peace that passes all understanding is given irrespective of circumstances, irrespective of conditions. It is unconditional because all conditions within the illusory dream world have no basis in reality. There is no conflict, for the one infinite power moves all of creation. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing in all of the energy and frequency of your practice, integrating it into your thought system and perception now. And as you exhale slowly, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this feeling and this awareness with you into the rest of your day. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. Infinite Creator, how foolish it is to believe that a child of God could cause himself to suffer. Could he make a plan for his damnation and be left without a certain way for his release? My Creator, your love for me is unwavering. You could never leave me desolate to die within a world of pain and cruelty. How could I think that love has left itself? There is no will except the will of love. Fear is a dream and has no will that can conflict with yours. Conflict is sleep, and peace, awakening. Death is illusion. Life, eternal truth. There is no opposition to your will. There is no conflict, for my will is yours. Thank you for investing your time and energy into your awakening and the awakening of the world. If you enjoyed this meditation and want to take your awakening journey deeper, join the Beyond the Matrix membership for additional content, community live streams, guided group meditations, and opportunities for one-on-one conversations. Click the join button at the top of this channel to learn more. May you be at peace and know your true self.